Welcome back to Super Sentai Review, episode number 262. We're here reviewing episode 2730 of Boukenger. There was a movie that took place during this period of time. I'm going to save that for when I get back from my break, because officially, when I finish watching these episodes, I'm officially on break with Boukenger for a little while to finish up basically The Devil's Part-Timer Season 2. I'm going to basically be reading some light novels and watching the rest of that season. And then I'll be back to watch the remaining 19 episodes of this whole series. The first two are standalone episodes. The whole thing with 27 is basically all about luck, where this episode has the infamous debut of Boukenger Red's lucky form, but there's a reason for that. So they go get their fortune told, and then the guy using the item, the thing they're using to have the fortune be accurate, turns out it's precious and taken by a dragon person. Yes, one of the wicked dragons. Who works for the Creator King. Yep. And sadly put, this would be his third to last wicked dragon he had for the entire series. Yeah, he would have two more after this. Next one wouldn't show up until episode 37. And then pop in 45. And that's it. Yeah, that's basically it for him. Yeah. Strange enough, well, how should I put this? His grunts do appear in this episode. They do also appear in 29. We'll get to 29, don't worry about that. So, all good hands to Earth Dragon, recreating rerouting the Earth Pulse. It's all about chi stuff this episode. I thought this episode was quite interesting, and my guess this is probably the sort of homage to Die Ranger for this one. Presumably with this one, because the whole thing with chi, because that's associated with them. I thought it was a really cool episode. 28, this one based upon one particular armor they could look for. This is obviously a tribute to Battlefield J. So the whole thing is when we have the return of the Quasars, first time since episode 23. Yeah, they've been absent for a while. Do not know the reason for it. And here's a shocker for these 4 episodes. There's no appearance by Dark Shadow in these episodes. You think, really? Yeah, they don't appear. I don't know the reason for it. They just don't. Yeah, the Quasars appear here for one episode, and they show off their third Quasar Robo. Yeah, the third one. Quasar Robo Elite. Which his armored form is basically a nod to... They say it's based on the 5 Robo? Without the armor, but... It says Super 5 Robo with the armor. I could say yes, but I would say his attack reminded me of... Because I mentioned about the cross attack. That reminded me of Battlefield J. So, the whole thing this one is that Black basically... they call it Accelerator, basically. I'm going to still call it what they call in Power Rangers, the Morpher. His Morpher is damaged. So he goes up, but he's told to stay behind because he can't morph. Instead, he spends the whole episode unmorphed. Eventually does get fixed. And he calls Masao old man, and by the episode he comically tells him, "Don't call me old man." Well, he's older than you. So... so stay behind. Eventually, he does follow them, and eventually they do, find what they're looking for. Apparently, the precious of this episode is a suit of armor. No, not English armor, Japanese armor from the 19th century. Apparently, it's a precious, and it gets merged with the robot this episode. Excuse me. I don't know if Silver does not do anything particular this episode, but it features enemies of his. Though he does basically chastise them for letting him get away. Aside from that, it's like he's not obsessed in this episode. He still wants to destroy them anyways, but that's what it seems like to me anyways. So, they do get the armor back and the robot's destroyed thanks to overheating it. Yep. Next comes a really good two-part. 29 basically details, it kind of reveals the Creator King's backstory. Yeah, where in the episode we have this one-shot character, this professor. What you think? Does this professor himself, does he turn out to be like is he like a previous actor from Sentai? Well, he played a one-shot monster from Time Ranger. Yep, that's. You're like, really? Yeah, that's the thing with this guy. He basically, his professor hates the SGS, doesn't like it because they think they're hogging all the precious. So the Creator King, he reveals to him that apparently he was a Scoff from 200 years prior to the series, who became the way he is thanks to drinking a potion. And apparently hates humanity because he was abandoned on a deserted island. That's the reason why he does this stuff. As for how he got off the island, that's never explained. Just basically show how he creates the stuff, gets the monsters form. And of course, the whole thing is like, oh, we found this egg, and then we've lead to this golden sword, which the sword basically does transform at the end of the episode to be Zaban. Yes, a extra hero is what he's. Yeah, this guy is this object. That's basically what he is. So, he's a person. He is identified as an extra hero. This would not be the only extra hero in the whole series, the franchise, but he is designated as an extra hero because, of course, they have 6 main rangers, but he's designated as extra hero because he's an ally who does help them out. He, of course, basically, well, if you're really curious about him, does he, like, after his debut, does he skip any episodes? Well, he does skip one. He skips 37, and apparently he also skips 44 and 46. So he skips, of the remaining, at this point, like 19, I think he skips like 4. And if you're really curious about Zaban, does it become part in Operation Overdrive? Yes, it's the Sentinel Knight, but Zaban can only speak his name, so Knight can speak normally. And of course, Sentinel Knight appearing pretty much on a regular basis as a spirit since like episode 1. Here he shows up, he gets transformed at the end of the episode, and of course, apparently, he has this weakness where if humans not happy, he becomes basically just punches them and just stop fighting. Oh, this basically will cause him to go wreck us on basically like war or whatever. So the Golden Civilization Gaja makes a return in this episode, like during episode 29. Yeah, first time he appears in episode 26. And he's here for this 2-part. He's kind of basically a minor antagonist. And he also has his first monster. Well, the first thing he's unleashed is episode 20. You thinking, really? Yes, really. First time saying anything since episode 20. With the giant god GoGo, which was the last of his giant gods, by the way. Yes. Which he does modify the creature the Phantom Beast destroyed last episode. It's a small form, eventually goes giant size, and of course Zama himself goes giant size, and destroys the monster in the episode. Now here's the thing with Zaja. He actually has officially one monster left the entire series. One. Who does not appear towards the end of the series. Excuse me. And oddly enough, Gaja himself does not appear at episode 30, not episode 39. So he's absent for 8 straight episodes. He returns for he basically has 4, 5. He only appears in about 8 more episodes. You're thinking, really? He appears in 8? Yes, seriously, he appears in 8. His grunts basically, I guess maybe the actor wasn't available for those episodes. I have no idea. Now, do you probably ask, do the remaining creatures appear in this series? Yes. Yes, I do. Yeah, I'll discuss more with that when I get back from my break from the series, because basically now I'm on official break. When I get back, the first thing I'll watch will be the Soul movie, the Soul Rich movie they had, and then I'll watch 19 episodes and then watch their team up with Geki Ranger, and then basically I will watch the tribute episode from GoGo because basically, well, there's a character from this series pops up in that one. I'll talk about that when I get to it. And when I discuss the final episode of this series, I will be revealing what series we're reviewing next. It's something that I've been wanting to talk about for a long time in the series. You'll find out and see when we get back to it. Okay, so that's a particular review. Stay tuned for some more videos today. I have some anime to work on, some comic corners, and I'll probably get something done today and probably get something done tomorrow. But I'm hoping to get a chance to get to that one first. But there is a light novel I'm reading first before I get Devil's Part-Timer, book 6. And it's going to be the final book of a Freya. Yep. Where I review it? I don't know. Depends on my mood, okay? Next video. Bye.